Hi Leo, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. Today I'm pulling energies for the month of September for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if you don't see your story here today, then check one of my videos for your other placements. But if this reading does resonate with you, then let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box below for my Calendly links. And with that, Leo, I'm going to jump straight in and see what's coming up for you this September. And we're going to do a bonus sneak peek into the first week of October. So stick around for that at the end. Okay, Leo, let's see what's coming up for you in September. I was going to say October then. No, it's September 1st. Let's get it right. We're going to do it right. Go hard or go home. What am I saying, Leo? You know what I'm saying. Right, okay, can we please get some energies for Leo? Okay. Oh, King of Cups. Leo, we are in love. Oh, wonderful. Or you're just opening up your heart space to something new, something cool, something you like, something that feels good. Okay. Oh, the High Priestess. Oh, these are beautiful, Leo. You're marrying together your heart and your intuition. Marvellous. Okay, crowning you, we've got the Eight of Wands, some communications coming in. Supporting the reading, the Two of Cups. Why am I not surprised? Of course, you've got love on the brain. Something's coming in for you, Leo. This is beautiful. On the exit, we have the Two of Wands. In some ways, you've been expecting this maybe a little bit, or at least you were being open. Maybe you weren't expecting exactly this to happen, but you've been open. You've been trying to keep yourself open to new opportunities and new things, and it looks like somebody special has just landed on your lap, or they're going to. And then ahead of you is the Two of Swords. You're going to make a decision, though. Decision making, something about your intuition, but your intuition seems on your side. It's crossing, it's coming in. It's coming in. But at the moment, you're kind of in your heart, which is good. You want to open up your heart, it's good. But you're going to have to use that intuition at some point to make a decision there, Leo, about this other energy, I assume. But we will clarify, we'll go into it further. But something's being pushed towards you, or you towards it. The Eight of Wands is not only communication, it's just like universal energy matching things up, pushing you in a certain direction. It's the drive behind like desire and wanting and wishing and stuff like that. That's the energy of the Eight of Wands. That's in your crowning position, so that's all up in your thoughts. You're like, yes. You probably, some of you might find yourself thinking about things a lot. Maybe this person. Talking to them, of course, because it is also communication in the crowning as well. Interesting. Right, it's quite straightforward there. But what you're leaving behind there is you're open to something, and it looks like, well, whatever it is might come in for you, Leo. You're moving on from something else. You're not showing me anything in your past. I might see it when we clarify. But at the moment, you're like, you know what, I'm done with whatever it is I was doing before. I'm now wanting something new, something that feels a bit different, something that's better for me. It looks like it's coming in, but you've got to make a decision probably on whether or not you keep it. Okay, or whether it's sticking around. Right, I'm just going to go into the pathway. Hang on. Well, I will. If I can shuffle my cards correctly there, Leo. I'm sorry. Right, so I've got the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups on the cup there. Okay. Right, can we see the pathway, please? The pathway. One more shuffle, please. Thank you. Okay, well, Knight of Wands is something you're very passionate about. Good. You got the that's in your higher self, and that's also showing you Leo is the Knight of Wands is a Leo card, fire sign card. The energy that surrounds you, and you might not be aware of it, is the Eight of Swords. Don't really like the look of that. In your hopes and fears, the Emperor. Okay. And in the outcome, we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, lots of Wands energy. But I'm not surprised, Leo. You're a fire sign. You're going to bring that in anyway. So what we've got Wands, we've got fire, we've got passion, we've got cups, we've got emotion. We've got a little bit of overthinking there with the Eight of Swords. We've got Major Arcana and one of the major ace court cards there. So there's definitely going to be forward movement continuing past this phase into September. So good job of checking out October, isn't it, Leo? Right, so whatever it is, even though you might be coming up to some kind of thinking about it, you're going towards it with some passion. You're passionate, you're driven, you're like, yes, this is for me, I'm drawn to it. You might not be seeing something there, Leo. You might be moving a little bit too fast. Because in the head of you positions or in the energies that are surrounding you, we're getting swords, which is things coming at you or things about this situation that may not be as it seems, that are going to force you to make a decision. However, in your hopes and fears here, we have the Emperor. So it's almost like it's an Aries card, so it's not coming up as yourself, but the Emperor, he's stability, he's authority. It's almost like you're afraid to ask for things for yourself, or you're afraid of things stabilizing, but you're also hoping for things to stabilize. Then your Ace of Wands in the outcome. Which means you're going for something. Probably this energy. It's probably you completely ignoring whatever word I say there, Leo. That's no criticism. I've got Leo Venus. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that as well. Okay, right, I'm just going to jump in and clarify and see. Oh, look, we've got the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let's pick it up. Jump in and clarify, please. Can we clarify the crossing, please? The King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the High Priestess. I mean, it's a lovely pairing, if I'm going to be honest. High Priestess and the King of Cups, I mean, they make a great couple. Very intuitive, very kind, open, loving, generous, but can take their generosity back when they need it, when they need love for themselves. Very balanced energies here. And I think this might be some Leos that are really just in that process of trusting yourself with your intuition, trusting it, engaging with it, letting it lead your heart space instead of letting your head fight it all the time. Okay, right, let's clarify. Yeah, we've got the Sun. You're feeling really good, Leo. I love it. King of Cups, again, clarifying the King of Cups and the Sun. And you've got the Page of Pentacles. You're like, yes, Lydia, this person or thing in my environment, I want this, but I'm trying to be careful. Like, I see my happily ever after with them and clarity with them, but I'm still at that phase of like studying them and seeing if they're right for me and if they're going to keep up with this behavior, if it's going to keep up, is it going to be a strong bond? My intuition's still with me at this point, but I'm willing to listen if my intuition turns. That's healthy. Good job there, Leo. Okay, right, good. I would like to go on the energy, but I'm going to go in with the Ace of Wands, sorry, the exit. No, I don't want to take these because I wasn't focusing on it. Right, Two of Wands, please. I get the Two of Wands on the exit. Where have we been? I just want to get a little bit of context on where we are at, Leo. No, the King of Pentacles. Ooh, all about the stability. The Fool, new beginnings. Yeah, and the Seven of Wands. You're like, yeah, I'm not interested in anyone. Do you know what? Cancer just had a similar reading in this regard. You're not interested in anyone that makes you wobble or makes you feel unsafe, unloved, unheard, or uninvested in. So you've been holding out and waiting for that, and you think this person might have come in, but you're not sure. You need to study them first, because you're showing me what you want is a King of Pentacles, which is like the most steady, grounded energy you can get in the deck. But in the moment, you're showing me just a teeny tiny page. So it might be that you're not sure if this person is capable of being that King of Pentacles, but they're showing the potential that they might be. So you're like holding yourself back a little bit until you get a bit more clarity on that. In the meantime, you're keeping your heart open, you're taking your energy back when you need to, and you're trusting your intuition will lead the way. Perfect. Very balanced. Right, can we clarify the Eight of Wands there in the crowning position, please? The Eight of Wands in the crowning. Oh, Judgment. The Ten of Wands. The Knight of Wands again, and we go to the Knight of Wands there. You're showing me it's very difficult to hold back on this. Like, you want to go rushing at this person like a bull at a gate, Leo, but you are deliberately holding yourself back because you think there could be potential for something long term, possibly even life changing with this other energy. You're showing me, even though I'm drawn to them, Lydia, I have to hold back. This is something that I want to take my time over because of this Pentacle situation I've got going on here. Like, I want to develop deep trust, a deep bond with this person, but it's not there yet. So until I get that, until the foundation stones, which are pentacles are foundation, pentacles are real tangible knock on wood things. It's like the saying comes to mind, don't fall in love with potential, fall in love with facts. And I'm probably dipping into a collective of Leos that fell in love with potential in the past. And you're saying to me, at least with the Two of Wands here, you're like, no, until someone actually shows me that I'm safe to invest in them, I'm not going to, or at least I'm going to hold a part of myself back. Good. But you are telling me, I have a feeling this could be big. This could be maybe the one, or at least not the one, the next stage of my development in this way of thinking. This could be someone who's bringing in those energies to me, but I've got to wait. Good, Leo. I mean, I know it's really difficult for you as well, Leo, but fire signs, you know, you just want to kind of get in, like, yeah, let's have a good time. Come to me, love me, I'll love you. It's all going to be fireworks. So it's really hard to go stable, steady approach. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are dealing with an earth sign, because we have the King and the Page. So we've got Virgo, Taurus on the table there. Could be. Could be. Okay, right. Can you please show me the Two of Cups there, please? Clarify the Two of Cups. Oh, yeah. Okay, you got Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. You really like this person. You really want to work at making it happen and coming together. But yeah, you're holding yourself back. And it might be, at least at the time of you're watching this reading, that you might be feeling a little bit like left out in the cold by this energy a little bit. And you're like, no, am I being left out in the cold? Or is it because this is going slower than I want, slower than I'm anticipating, slower than I'm used to going? And I think it might be it, because you're just showing me like Ace of Wands. I want to charge at this thing. And we all know what the Ace of Wands means. I mean, it's like the sexiest card in the deck. So there's passion here. Deep attraction to this person or place. A person. I'm not getting a place or a job or anything like that. This feels romantic. And you're actively working on trying to keep it on that road of like fun. You don't want it to get too serious. You don't want to get too bogged down. You're like, no, let's go slow, but let's have fun as we're going along. I think that's probably the best way for it to see if it's going to then flourish into something more serious. So let's just keep the seriousness out of it. Even though you kind of want to go in and establish things and knit your year together because you really like them. But you're like, no, I'm happy, Lydia, to stop and smell the roses, even though you show me it is a struggle at times. It's a struggle. You're trying to contain like your intimate, sexual, romantic energy a little bit and just give them it in little bits. It's about, you know, giving and receiving reciprocity. You don't want to overgive, Leo. And Leos tend to do that. They can overgive. And they get the claws in and they're like, I don't want to let this person go and I want to give them my all. It's that big, lovely lion heart of yours, Leos. But sometimes it can be invested in the wrong people. And I think I am talking to a Leo collective where it has been. Because you've very much made up your mind that you're not doing that again. Okay, can we please clarify the Two of Swords, please, coming up for Leos, please? The Two of Swords, the Two of Swords. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So up pops a question. In the near future, I'm going to say this is the latter half of September, of whether or not you are over-investing in this, or whether or not you are giving too much time to this, whether you feel you're moving closer to this energy or further apart. You're not really sure. Again, this is an intuitive decision. It's like you trying to tap into your intuition and saying, like, am I listening to my intuition or am I listening to fear? Is this because this is a pace I'm not used to, or because this person is generally pulling away from me? But it puts you in a position of deciding, do I keep with this or do I leave it alone? I don't think you do leave it alone. But you will find yourself in that headspace of looking at how you steadily move towards this connection without losing your head, and whether or not you actually want to do that. You have a bit of a wobble over it. I mean, I'm not really getting anything from the other energy yet to see in the pathway. You're just showing me how you feel about the situation at present. I don't know what they're doing or what they're up to. I mean, I'm not seeing anything massively conflicting, so I think you're more or less on the same page. I don't see this energy moving away from you. They're just kind of stood there chilling. That's what I'm getting. They're just like, yeah, I'll take Leo as the come. Wrong deck, sorry, Leo. I'll take Leo as the come, and you'll take them as the come. But the thing is, that might be why you're feeling a little bit of a, like, don't know what to do. Because if you're not really moving on anything, and they're not really moving on anything, even though you both like each other, and you're doing it out of fear, not because you are trying to keep even, not reciprocation. I'm thinking of precipitation. Reciprocity. You're trying to give equal reciprocity. It might be you being like a bit withholding, which is not comfortable for you, Leo. It's not comfortable for you to withhold emotions like that. So then you start questioning, is this for me? Is this really what I want? Is this the right energy? If I can't be myself, what's the point? That kind of thing. And then you come into yourself there with the Knight of Wands. So I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands and see you made up your mind on that. Can you clarify the Knight of Wands, please? Can you clarify the Knight of Wands? The Knight of Wands, please. Knight of Wands. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Three of Swords in reverse. Which is good, I guess. And the Hierophant. Yeah, you'd start questioning whether or not this connection is for you, because you're having to restrain yourself to such a point where you're like, I don't know if this is fun anymore. And you want to be fun again. Yeah? You want fire and passion and you want to move towards it. This is about your structures and your belief systems. You're showing me you're not heartbroken, but you're worried about being heartbroken, and you're recognizing the way you did it in the past and going in at full speed didn't end well for you, but it felt right at the time. This isn't feeling right at the time because you're not used to doing it. But there's hope that it will turn out the way you'd like. You coming together. So you're not showing me that you're shutting down to this energy, but you're questioning whether or not this is for you. You know, that sort of thing. Right, can I get the 8 of Swords, please? The 8 of Swords? Like, it's sort of kind of like how much do I alter my own behaviours to the point where I become somebody I don't even want to be? That sort of thing. Because you're not going to take the fire and passion out of Leo. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. It's like saying take all the fish out of the ocean. That's not going to happen, is it? No. You can tamper things down. I mean, all signs, just like the cards, there's a negative and positive aspects. There's low vibe and there's high vibe. So I'm with a Leo collective here that are trying to operate from high vibe. And by recognizing Leo can be a bit low vibe. There can be some possessiveness there. There can be some jealousy. There can be, maybe some clinginess to it. That's to Leo energy in general. Not saying that's you, viewers watching me. Leo in general's traits can have those negative traits. I've seen a Leo that's recognized that and going, that is not me. I will not be that. I will be fierce. I will be loyal. I will enjoy connecting with people. I will bring fire. But then if you've got another energy that's bringing out all that positive Leo aspects, that's when you sink into the negative Leo aspects. And you're like, I don't think this is right for me if I'm with someone that is going so slow. And they are going slow. Every time they discuss the relationship, they're showing me pentacles. Every time you're discussing the relationship, you're showing me pentacles, right? It's slow. And you're like, is this slowness for me? I don't know. I don't know if this is for my good, to practice patience, or it's me just abandoning who it is I am to try and make it with another energy and force it. I can't tell you what to do. Tarot's not going to tell you what to do. So what's in your heart, and you're going to get it through connecting with the High Priestess. Okay, right, can I get the 8 of Swords, please? The 8 of Swords for Leo. Are we reversed? No, we've got the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, you kind of slow down there. 3 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Yeah. So, as you do that, you decide to stop chasing. Not saying you have been. You've actually been very measured so far, Leo, to not chase. But you were like, right, no, I'm just not going to do anything at all. I'm just going to pause. But expect. That's the thing. You're still expecting though, Leo. You're not like, oh no, I'm not interested. I'm just going to delete their number and go about my life. No, you're kind of expecting them to come in and go, right, I'm going to let them show me what they got. And I think they'll surprise you because it's showing me that there's something around you that you're not aware of. And I think you're aware that there's something you're unaware of as well. And a known unknown that you just kind of go, right, I don't want to fight with myself. It's difficult for you to do, but you just kind of stop and you're like, I'll just remain open. I just want to see what they do. I'm not going to force towards them. I'm not going to run towards them. I'm just going to... And also that's for you though, Leo. You're like, no, my head is a bit in a spin, so it's best for me not to do anything until I straighten myself out. Good. Okay, can we get the Emperor, please? Can we clarify the Emperor? Let's clarify the Emperor for Leo. Emperor for Leo, please. Why are you afraid of the Emperor? That's you like coming into your own power there. Emperor. We're not afraid. Hopeful and afraid. 9 of Wands in reverse. Oh, good. Ace of Cups. 7 of Chalices. Okay, yeah, it's you going, yeah, there's another way to do this. And to be honest, I think... So this other energy does come forward with something. Brand new, beautiful, emotional beginning. They probably sent you backing off or your fire going out a little bit there. But there is still some confusion. over what this all means, but you still show me, despite there being a little bit of confusion, I do see that there are options to this. I do see that where I can, where I'm a master of my own destiny, that kind of thing is coming into my head. So it's easy for us to put all of the power in relationships. It's a bit like a power balance thing here. All of the power in the relationship on the other person and letting them set the tone and the pace, which is kind of what you've been doing. But then, and it has paid off. Somebody's kind of come forward a little bit towards you, but then you're like, no, I do have choices. I don't have to stop still. I do have choices, and these choices can pay off. So that's what you've enacted. So you've chosen to stay still when you feel your head is in a spin, or you're feeling that person drawing away. You've not chased them. You've made that decision. That person then, I think, slowly returns back to you, and you're like, yeah, I had a role to play in that. That was me, and my self-regulation is a way of giving to the connection, is by self-regulating. Because two self-regulated people in a connection is beautiful. And then slowly your guard starts coming down. So I think it's almost like what we do when we chase is that it's a fear that the other person won't reciprocate. So we don't give them a chance to reciprocate. We just go in. Like, oh, they haven't texted me back in an hour, I'll send them another text, like fill in the void. It's like awkward silences. You fill an awkward silence by talking because you're afraid of the silence. And that's what you've done here. You're afraid of being in silence in your own power in this connection in case they did not fill that void. And it seems like they do. And then that's when your guard starts coming down, and you kind of go, yeah, actually, I can take space for myself. I can just invest in me without the thing I want, the person I want, just vanishing on me. Which means it might be a good one worth investing in, which is what you were questioning back here, Leo. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands for Leo? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands for Leo, please. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, it comes back around. Good. Thought it would be the same ones. Two of Pentacles. I'm getting a different vibe off of this Two of Pentacles than that one there. And the Eight of Cups. We've got the Eight of Cups here. Did we have? Oh, no, we didn't. I swear I saw the Eight of Cups. Must have been my imagination. Yeah, okay, so slowly, as your guard comes down towards this person, you kind of get a bit back on track here. It continues on, and the passion is restored. This time is an ace. And you've got two aces on the table, which feels like that's probably the beginning of the relationship. So this is someone you're dating, which I'm very much getting, or someone you haven't yet met, or it's just new. I think this is when it starts to establish a view going, yeah, I will invest in this, or at least I'm happy and open to continue forward into this, because the person, at least to you so far, has proven that they will reciprocate whatever energy you put in, but they might just be a bit slower than you. And I think this is also a lesson for you, Leo, and just appreciating that other people, they just have a different pace. It doesn't mean that they're disinterested. It just means they're going at a different speed. They've got other things going on in their lives. Not to say you're not important, Leo, but it's just their pace is just different. Not what you used to, and you're kind of surrendering to that. And it's not an easy process when we're trying to change our behavior, because these are core behaviors, especially with Leo. And like I said, this is not a criticism, Leo. I'm a Leo Venus. I can be a bit this way myself if what I want. And you have to step back sometimes and just go, no, give it space to breathe, let it happen or not happen or whatever. Either way, it's for my highest and greatest good. It's about trusting yourself and trusting the universe, your higher self. Well, they spoke today and said, to be honest, you're doing great. You're doing great. You're tempering yourself, but I know it's not easy. I can see that it's not easy. Right, so I'm clearing the cards away while I'm talking to you, because we're going into the October reading now. So if you just bear with me, Leo, while I clear all these cards away. Click, quick, pick up. Ooh, don't want to lose you. The sun trying to go under there. I don't think so, sun. You're one of the cards we need the most. So yeah, just doing a quick clean up, and then we'll jump straight into your October reading. So I don't know, it could be something totally different come up in the October reading. These readings are open. We could suddenly switch and start talking about career, but I'm just going to look at what's going on for you in the first week of October, regardless of what it is, whether this is the energy or not. We're just going to see what comes out, see what happens, see how you're going on your little journey there, Leo. Your journey of self-discovery, self-trust, regulation, seeing what comes in, trusting other people, trusting the universe. It's all down to trust at the end of the day. All down to trust that you're calling in what's great for you. Right, okay, can we please get a read on October for Leo, please? October for Leo, for my lovely Leos. October, please, for Leo. What's coming in for October for Leos, for the Leo Collective? And the October sneak peek for Leo. For Leo, please, for Leo. What's going on for Leo? Oh, Four of Wands. Okay. Page of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles. Right, if you're not careful, Leo, you're going to derail yourself. I've been too withholding sometimes this time. I mean, I'm not clarified to Five of Cups. I don't know. Five of Pentacles. I don't know what that is. But I see you entering the first week of October still on this kind of like commitment train. Like, I'm going to commit to this, but still being mindful, still studying, still like I'm learning about this other energy. We're learning together. And then boom, Five of Pentacles. I'm just going to jump straight in and clarify what that means because I'm not sure what it is. You're missing a bigger picture aspect here, Leo, and I'm not sure what it is, but we'll find out. Can we get the Four of Pentacles, please, from Leo's energy? Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Sorry, Leo, my mind's slipping again. Four of Wands for Leo. Four of Wands for Leo, please. Four of Wands. Oh, the King of Cups. So your heart's still open. Great. Five of Pentacles again. And the Eight of Cups again. You're really trying, aren't you, Leo? So you're trying, but you're so afraid that this person won't reciprocate back to you. But you're really holding yourself back. You're like, no, I won't fill the void. I'm not doing it this time. I want the commitment with someone equally as invested with me. But if you continuously keep feeling that they're not enough, do look into that, Leo, because it possibly could be that they're not, and you're just, this is your one-sided thing. Or it could be the person's genuinely busy. Like, you're going to have to be honest with yourselves. I might have a 50-50 split. Well, the other person's just like, not there, or giving you breadcrumbs, or this is just coming from you. And I'm getting mostly it's coming from you. Okay, can I get the Page of Pentacles, please? Because you're still studying them. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And the Moon. Yeah, see, the more you give into this, Leo, of like, I don't know if they're worth investing in, I'm unsure. You're very much showing me as like, I'm staying single in this. I'm afraid, you know, if we kept clarifying, I guarantee we'd see the devil energy come out in here because there's fear here as well as this goes on. And we've got the Four of Wands, which shows that the other energy is, you know, probably down for this commitment here, but it might be that this person is so independent and that you don't really know what's going on with them because they're showing me the Moon as well. You're like, I just don't know. I don't feel like I'm being brought into their world. Why are they not investing in me? Should I be invested with them? But you're holding out, you're waiting because you're still unsure whether it's you or if it's them. And I'll be honest with you, Leo, I'm feeling the same way. I'm not clarifying this week. Okay, can I get the Five of Pentacles, please? The Tower. Close. Justice. And the Eight of Wands again. So some communication comes in last week of October that kind of changes things for you. Kind of majorly, actually. And it's not something, I've got to be honest here with you, Leo, it's not something that you are pleased about. The bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Right, I'm going back to what I said earlier when we were over here. If there's Leos, I'd say, in this collective where the energy isn't reciprocating and it's turning more into breadcrumbing, and that little intuition that you thought was you actually turns out to be right, like you. There's something about balance here, expectations. So some of you that you are being breadcrumbed by somebody. And I'd suggest if you're unsure if you're being breadcrumbed by somebody, then there's so many resources on it online to look into that and see if it matches the pattern of the person you're dealing with. Then I've got other Leos here where it's all in your head because you're used to things moving at lightning speed and you're dealing with somebody who's going slow. They show me the Queen of Pentacles here is just like invest in yourself. I think that's a message for all Leos. Whether it's somebody who's so slow, they're off doing their own thing, well then you go and do your own thing, Leo. You do your own thing. And then you've got other people who are breadcrumbing you. Pull your energy away from them. They don't deserve it. Do your own thing, Leo. Do your own thing. So really the roads kind of end up meeting at the end with the same message, which is just do your own thing regardless of what this other energy is doing. But it looks like there's some news, some communication, something that gives you a little bit more clarity. I mean, it's coming under justice. So I think you're going to get the answers at the first week of October. They're going to do something, no matter what collective of Leos you're in, whatever camp of Leos you're in, this person will do or say something towards you and you'll be like, they're just being slow. Or, I'm being breadcrumbed. I'm being breadcrumbed. Or they're just being slow. I can't tell you that's being hidden from me at this time. I probably would if I'm clarifying, but not clarifying at this point in time. Let's see if we can get some advice from the universe and see if that sheds any light on it and narrows it down a little bit for us. Can I get advice from the universe, please, for Leo? Advice for the universe. Advice for the universe. Advice from the universe. So I hate it when readings end like that. It could be this or that. It's like, I don't feel it's helped anyone. But I think it has helped in the sense that you're on the right track, Leo. Like you should, you know, pace yourself and not go in all guns blazing at stuff. And you're learning and you're growing and you're questioning what's in front of you. And you've still got your 9 Pentacles here. So you're coming out with minimal damage. So you're growing. Creativity, 3 of Stones. That's 3 of Pentacles. The Page of Arrows. And the 8 of Stones, which is the 8 of Pentacles, which is, yeah, watch what this person does. Focus more on what they do, not on what they say, or what they say they're going to do. Proofs in the pudding, Leo. Proofs in the pudding. Oh, I didn't get you bottom of the deck for the Rider-Waite. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Stones is the 8 of Pentacles. It's about work. It's about showing. This is not about work as in your career. It's about tangible results. The 8 of Pentacles, he's working for results, for real things, for things you can touch, see and smell. So advice from the universe is just keep an eye. At the moment, I think this energy is working with you. And it's like proof is in the pudding. So those Leos that think it might be, they might be being breadcrumbed and they're not being breadcrumbed, this person will consistently turn up for you with stuff. I don't mean like giving you gifts, but like they'll give you their time, their attention, when they can, that's reasonable to them. Because you've got to consider their schedules as well, Leo. But then Leos that are being breadcrumbed, if that person's not working with you and you're never getting any time, attention, resource, whatever you want from them, then just bin them on to the next. And you've not lost anything, because they weren't giving you anything to begin with. Okay, Leo. Oh, I'm not going to pack away yet. I was going to pack away into another reading. Leo, we're not done yet. Oh, okay, well, we are. I'm going to have to leave that reading there for you, Leo, I'm afraid. We ran out of time. I would have loved to have clarified this, get you a little bit more, narrowed it down a bit, but I think the message is very clear. Look after your one, look after your things, and let this person move towards you if they want, and show you if they're invested rather than you waiting. And don't get too stuck in your head. Don't try and misread distance as disinterest. That's not the case. This person you're dealing with, especially with the 8 of Stones coming up twice, is probably just very busy. That's all. Not everybody, you know, is putting romance at first. They might be working on their stability, as we saw at the beginning of the deck, and it might be why you're drawn to them at this time, because you're both kind of working on the same thing. So that's also a possibility as well. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. Enough of my waffling. I hope it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in taking a deeper dive into your personal situation, then check my Calendly links in the description box. And with that, Leo, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care.